What's up? I'm Lee. We're going to do a full body workout today. I want to open up with a Bible verse, Psalm 127. Unless the Lord builds the house, the builders labor in vain. Unless the Lord watches over the city, the guards stand watch in vain. In vain you rise early and stay up late, toiling for food to eat. For he grants sleep to those he loves. Children are the heritage from the Lord, offspring a reward from him. Like arrows in the hands of a warrior are children born in one's youth. Blessed is the man whose quiver is full of them. They will not be put to shame when they contend with their opponents in court. Well, so as you can see, my little blessings are very interested in me recording this video, and they're swinging hammers and tools around and, just being little menaces. Anyway, so this workout is a full body. I tend to lift 3 times a week. This workout in particular, I believe I am doing pull-ups. As you can see, I'm chalking the bar. I am doing flat bench press and front squats. I like to warm up kind of slow because I'm older. I'm 42. Well, I'm doing some negatives to warm up for the pull-ups. I'm a heavier guy, and so I don't like jumping right into the pull-ups. I like to try to warm up the biceps and the back a little bit. Started doing front squats here. This is a very new movement for me. I will warm up very slow with this. I do a lot of back squats. I have been cutting back on the back squats as of late because my lower back's been feeling a little banged up. And, well, my knees. The squats don't hurt my knees until, maybe muscle fatigue starts setting in a little bit and my form starts breaking down a little bit, but I've messed up my left knee a little bit running. I weigh 275 pounds, and so I was running there for a couple years at heavier weights, 260 to 270, and that just kind of wore on my knees in time. So the squats haven't been helping my knee heal, so I definitely need to... well, that's one of the reasons why I've decided to try to do some front squats, which I'm not going very heavy on. I believe I do front squats at 185 today. So here we go. It's a new movement to me. This is I did them before years ago a little bit, but I never really got too deep into it and built it too strong. Helpful hint: it should be resting dang near what feels like right on, maybe I should insert a video. It should be resting on your clavicles and across your shoulders. I did front squats the last week, and it was more on my shoulders, and so... Look at that! There, the fat boy can do a pull-up! Ah! Look, I'm scared. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, it was more resting on my shoulders and just off the clavicle, and that really just, well, it fatigues you out. I mean, you hold 180 pounds up there like that. You got to make sure it's resting on the clavicle right next to the throat. It feels a little uncomfortable, but it distributes the weight more evenly, and it doesn't wipe you out trying to hold your body upright. And so, there you go. 1, 2, come on, 3. Oh, fat boy can do some pull-ups. So I'm doing my pull-ups in sets of 2s and 3s, and the reason why is because I'm fat. I'm fat with it, I think at best I could do 5 in a row, really sloppily and with some kipping. I need to drop weight, and in fact, I am on a cut. Yeah. So then front squats, the bar gets a little lopsided there. We're breaking it up with some more pull-ups. There we go. 1, 2. Going for the full bar. Yeah, we do back squats at 185 here. And I can go heavier. It's, when you're breaking into a new movement, or a movement you're not super familiar with, you always start off light and build up from there. There's no rush. We're not leaving any gains on the table. Anyway, so I was originally lifting strong lifts, Medi strong lifts. I did that for a number of years. So the big compound movements, that squat 3 times a week, bench press, overhead press, and a back row is essentially what's going on. Oh, and you mix a deadlift in there as well. And so I did the big compound movements there for a number of years. I'm a creature of habit. I don't really get bored with it. I didn't really get bored with it. But training in such a way does leave you banged up. You're always going heavy. And I don't recommend it. Why did I do it? Well, I'm a creature of habit. There were periods of time where I was mixing in more exercises and more bodybuilding rep ranges and weights. And that's when I felt better. If you do nothing but the compound movements for so long, you're gonna feel banged up, And so why did I do it? Well, I've come to the conclusion that I'm not really into fitness, and I'm not even really trying to lose weight. I guess I just like to really aggressively listen to music and pray for 2 hours. That's essentially what I'm going on here. I've cut out the sound in this video, obviously, and I'm listening to Orthodox chants in there. And when I'm not yelling at the kids, I'm doing prayers and such. But so recently, I've changed my training methods around. I've dropped the weights. I'm not going as heavy. I'm doing more of the bodybuilding rep ranges, 3 sets of 10. I'm going a little lighter on the loads. And I've been increasing my exercise variety, hitting the muscle in different angles. And I've noticed that my body is looking bigger in places. It is filling out. It is, for instance, I've incorporated incline press, and so my chest is just looking thicker, up top all around. Now I do I do a physique reveal in this video, if you want to call it that. I want to call it putting myself on blast and keeping myself accountable out on the internet. I need to cut weight and I need to stick to it. It's I got the whole exercise thing down. I rarely miss a workout. On my off days, I walk. I used to run, but I messed up my knee a bit. So I need to drop some weight before I get, because I love running. I want to get back to running, so I need to drop 20, 30, 40 pounds. Maybe I can start running again without swelling my knee up for the day, as it were. I do plan on continuing to do back squats, but I believe I'm just going to start alternating front squats, back squats, and some other variation high rep range body squats, which sucks, man. I always preferred to train heavier. I guess I started lifting about 10 years ago, and I've had an off-on relationship with it throughout the 10 years, and I always like strength training better. In fact, if you were to look at my training methodology, is it a word? If you looked at my training methodology, I'd probably train like a football player or something like that. I did a lot of hill sprints. A lot of my movements were, the compound lifts. I was going heavy. I was trying to get more explosive with it. I didn't really care much about how I looked. I just wanted to be big and strong and explosive. And for what? I mean, I guess that's just what I've always valued. It's, good if I gotta play an emergency game of football, maybe. Or, take out a bad guy at the bar. I'm just kidding. I ain't been in a bar fight since I was like 27, something like that. Anywho, I prefer the heavier style of lifting, lower rep ranges. I guess the psychological difference is when you're lifting heavy like that, you're betting the integrity of your body underneath the heavy weight. And if you're not lifting weights that, you need to lift your weights with good form. Yes, you don't compromise your form. But if that set doesn't scare you a little bit, you're probably not lifting heavy enough to get stronger or build muscle, right? So there's a psychological thing to lifting heavy. If you can get past the psychological of this weight might break my body, well, you're going to be successful in it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Well, in contrast to bodybuilding, which is more higher rep ranges, right? You're using medium weight, higher rep ranges, and you're trying to get that burn in your muscle. You're trying to get that mind-muscle connection. It burns. It's heavy. I hate it. I hate bodybuilding style. But the fact of the matter is, it's healthier. You're going to get all the benefits out of weightlifting from doing the bodybuilding style, and you're not putting your body at the same risk. And at 42, sadly, I have no interest in doing one rep max. I have no interest in doing one rep maxes anymore. I'm just lifting at this point for health. And, because I'm more focused on that, I guess I might as well try to, shape the body up, do a little amateur bodybuilding. I am a long ways off from being an underwear model, as you'll see here in a little bit. But yeah, I am getting used to the higher rep ranges and forcing my body into the burn. Oh, so here's what I've learned. So, and I was explaining this to a neighbor who, she likes to walk by the house. She likes to walk by the house. She likes to go walk for walks in the morning. She walks by the house. And, she says, I hear you yelling and slamming things down sometimes. And I thought about it, and of course I do that. And I was like, well, why do I do that? And I remember before I lifted weights, I used to think, oh, you're just a big, tough muscle man, Yeah. You lift the heavy weights and you throw it down and you're raw, And you're impressing everybody. But I've learned the reason why I do that is because I'm lifting these medium weights into these rep ranges where my muscles are burning and fatiguing, and it's heavy now. And you just want to drop the damn weight, and the scream is a scream of like pain. It's not. Trust me, you do some overhead presses, some medium weight overhead presses, until you're reaching muscle failure each set. My God, man, that burns, and that last couple reps, feels heavy, and yeah, you just drop the damn weight, and you and I explained that to her, and she thought it was funny. She even before I started lifting weights, that's what I used to think. You throw the weights around, you yell, and you're a big tough guy, and no, it just hurts. It's just heavy and it hurts, and that's funny. I think it's funny. Anyway. So we're getting into the bench press here. I believe I'm benching today I'm going to be benching 250 for 3 sets of 10. I believe. Or maybe 1 set of 11, 2 sets of 10. I've been, I don't want to throw 5 pounds on the bar every lift as a means of progressive resistance. I'm not throwing 5 pounds on as a means to increase progressive resistance over time. I've been adding a rep or 2 or 3, and then I'll skip it, 5 pounds away. Really, I've been focusing more so on just form. I've done 3 sets of 10 of 285 in the bench press, but really there was no form. I was throwing the weights up. My shoulders were getting untucked. It was a cluster. It was messy. Did I do it? Yes. Was it pretty? No. Was it dangerous? Yes. And so I've scaled back the weights, and I'm trying to lift more responsibly. Things get tweaked up a bit more anymore. Sucks. Lifting in my 30s was pretty. I go pretty wild with it. I wish I got lifting in my 20s. Oh man, if I could just go back in time. What a life changer lifting is. Let me tell you. If you're just getting into weightlifting, I promise you, if you're married, this shouldn't be your concern. You should be doing it for your wife. But women will find you more attractive. I've been skinny. I've been fat. And I've been, I don't want to say jacked. I've been football player. Football player, big and menacing. I don't. Anyway, women do respond. Women do respond well to muscle, and it happens now and again. Don't tell the wife, but gals will get flirty with you, and show them the wedding ring. But yeah, that you get more of that attention when you got muscle on you. When I started lifting weights, my income went up as well, and I don't know how to account for it. I don't do anything physical. Maybe just more confidence. raise testosterone, so the brain's firing a bit more efficiently there. More testosterone means effort feels better. So motivation and testosterone, there's a big link there between it. And just other men treat you better as well. You lift weights, the girls are a little nicer, and the men talk to you a little bit more respectfully, and hey, it's better. Every aspect of our lives as men gets better as we get physically stronger. It's every aspect of it. When they call us to help move that couch, that's easier. When they call us to help dig that hole, it's easier. And socially, things work out better for us. If there was one thing I could go back in time and start earlier, it would be absolutely be weightlifting. I recommend it for everybody. And as a grown man, maybe you got a family, you don't have time. Maybe you're a desk jockey like me. I highly recommend you find the time and you get in the gym, you get lifting. It's important for your kiddos to see you being strong, being big and strong like that. The wife definitely feels more secure. All right, so that was the final set of the bench press. Now it is time for the physique reveal. Hey, now on the real though, I honestly feel like I looked more jacked in real life than I do on camera. But then everyone says that. I look better in person than I do in my pictures. And we all think that. So look at them meat logs. Yeah, baby. I have been back squatting here in the mid 300s. Oh, look at it. Oh, dude, I'm so pasty and white. Look. And this is actually a couple weeks into doing the more bodybuilding style. And look, yeah, just look like a... Yeah, look at the fat boy. Yeah, just like... I look like a sturdy fat boy. Well, listen, it's going to be a work in progress. I'm posting this with my shirt off to help keep me accountable. I am going to be trying to cut weight. I will be doing more workout videos. And trying to get some progress along with it. Anyway, I plan on doing some other cool videos too. If this interests you, like, sub, have fun. I'm going to post a lot about, cool stuff. Guns, working out, the Lord, Jesus Christ, warrior culture, Christian culture, husband and family man culture. Just stuff that interests me. Anyway, God bless you. Have a good day.